The animation king, Mr. Weebl, has sent us a video request.
Now, what can Mr. Weebl want to get sorted?
Hello, it's me, Mr. Weebl. Myself, like many Brits this Christmas, got a lot of cows. I was wondering if you had any recipes for an extremely tasty steak sandwich, so I could start whittling them down, because you can see in a small space it's a bit annoying and smelly. Not that I'm not grateful, thank you, Grandma.
Now, a very common problem that we've all suffered from.
I've had it, like Ben.
Yeah. I've had it.
Always surrounded by cows.
So, we're going to help them out, and we're not going to mess around with it. We're going to go simple steak sandwich. Obviously, we'll give it our twist with the homemade mustard mayonnaise and some red onions, but steak sandwich, get rid of all those cows for it.
Nice and easy.
So, first of all, our red onion, which is, we want to almost caramelise them. Okay, so we're going to cook these for a long time over a slow heat. If you want the really sweet slices, you can throw those in there. I'll do the other half as well. Plenty. Now, the other twist is mayonnaise. We're going to make our own. Have you guys ever made mayonnaise?
No. I've heard it's pretty tricky to make, isn't it? Mayonnaise.
Is it?
Slow and steady. First of all, egg yolk. That's what's going to thicken it. The yolk's in there, white in there. Just pass it from shell to shell. We can keep the whites for something else. We've got loads of recipes where we just use the egg white, but for this one, it's just the egg yolk.
Your turn, John.
One more.
Okay.
No pressure. Perfect look. Beautiful. So egg whites we'll save for another day.
Oh, like meringue or
some meringues or some, all sorts of things to do with those
pavlovas. Links below for more recipes.
Absolutely. But here, our mayonnaise. So, we're a little bit of white wine vinegar, just a splash, a pinch of salt, crack of pepper, garlic. You can crush the garlic as. Roughly chop it, and if you just actually rub it against the board with the side of a big knife, just sort of crush it to puree, we'll do just the same. The garlic can go in there. And then, this is the only bit that makes mayonnaise difficult. People rush it. Okay, so we've got this. All you need to do is keep it moving and dribble the oil in. Slowly, and it will thicken. We're going to do half sunflower oil and half olive oil. But you can use like a rapeseed oil, it's healthier if you want something like that.
How slow?
Just keep it moving, really slow dribble. Perfect. And then every so often when you start, just stop and let that all combine. And you'll see it will thicken up relatively quickly, but you've got a lot more oil to add yet. Keep going. That'll do. Stop there. We'll go half with olive oil. So John, dribble that one in.
I'll do this. So just
hold there. Hold there. Stop. That got a little bit overzealous there.
John!
Definitely put too much in.
I ruined the mayonnaise because I did exactly what Ben told me not to do, and I rushed. So I've learned a valuable lesson today. Don't rush when you're making your mayonnaise, but I think
you can save it, just an extra egg yolk. Okay, and start again and pour what you've got back in, and you end up, there you go. It was just a bit runny before.
Slowly.
So now we've got the consistency we're looking for. There we go.
It's a bit yellow.
This, a proper mayonnaise, if you make it at home, will be because of the egg yolks. And, to give it our twist, grate your steak, some whole grain mustard.
Oh yeah, so it's quite mild whole grain.
Okay. I wouldn't recommend it.
It gets a little bit up your nasal, it gets your sinuses going, but if you stir that through, that's our mustard mayonnaise.
Do I need to do this slowly or can I?
The mayonnaise is quite safe now.
Alright, I'm safe.
Now our onions, gentle cooking, it's just starting to get into colour. You want them really, really sweet, so we'll keep those going. Meanwhile, we can start with our steak. Now, this is where Mr. Weebl comes in.
He's got a lot of cows.
He's got a lot of cows.
He's going to have a lot of steak sandwiches. Keep it nice and thick and room temperature. Okay, so get it out of the fridge before you cook it, and then it'll cook better.
So is that it breathe?
It means when you cook it, it's definitely dead. But it means when you cook it, you can get the middle to a nice warm, because you haven't got a cold centre on the outside. Okay, so plenty of pepper. For the sandwich, we'll go sort of medium rare. Yeah. Perfect. So a little bit of salt, pepper, oil. Oil the steak, not the pan, straight into the pan. And you want that good sizzle, the sign of any good steak. As if our onions aren't sweet enough, we're going to put a little bit of brown sugar in to start to caramelise. And to compensate, some balsamic vinegar. You've got the sharpness there. Okay, this is actually already reduced slightly, so it's really sticky. You can give that a toss. Yeah. So our steak going to want, if we're looking for sort of medium rare, a minute, 2 minutes on either side. We'll just flip it. Try and flip it fewer times, the better. Okay.
Better lines.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, I'm going to slice up some tomato.
All right. So, what's your favourite Mr. Weebl video?
There are loads. Mine probably No.
Not the badger.
Kenya. Oh,
good
Kenya.
man.
Where are the giraffes?
I like all the food ones, heavy on food. Scotch egg, profiterole, celery, cucumbers, they're all there.
He's obviously a foodie, Mr. Weebl.
He is a foodie.
Daddy likes the
We'd
food.
better impress.
So nice, sticky, caramelised onions. Our steak, you can always have a peek, and if you're happy,
Sneaky peek.
turn it over,
I'm happy with that.
like that. The steak is only half of a steak sandwich, you need really good bread. So this is what we've got here, a nice rustic loaf. I reckon if we just go half of this, cut deep down, really fresh bread. Fresh tomato, we've got some rocket as well. Homemade mayonnaise, perfect, John.
Could you put spice in there, in the mayonnaise?
Once
Maybe
you've got
if you want-
mayonnaise, you can put anything you like in it.
Yeah.
Anything.
You should be really creative.
Lemon juice and tarragon, like a sort of more of a fresh flavour. You can
Chilli?
go spicy, chili, and you can use the jarred stuff.
Cumin.
Yes, why not?
That would be pretty good.
And if Mr. Weebl was going to have a lot of steak sandwiches,
Yeah.
so he can keep changing it
That's a good
every
point.
time.
So it's just going to go straight in the sandwich?
No, we're going to rest the steak. So
Okay.
when you're happy it's done,
I'd say, yeah, medium rare.
so onto a plate, back on top of the pan, and just keep warm there. Meanwhile, we can make our sandwich. Plenty of our mayo.
Oozing.
Yeah.
And remember, what we don't use here, stick it in a jam jar or any kind of container in the fridge. It will keep homemade mayonnaise for sort of a week or so in the fridge. Some of our tomato, plenty of rocket. Now,
That's actually quite a nice sandwich this time.
you happy with that?
Yeah.
You have that, we'll have the steak.
Oh.
So our steak is rested as well now. There we go. And now if we cut into this,
Looks amazing.
we got nice thin
medium rare.
slices.
Oh, so Ben.
We did well, there we go.
That's just how I like to
And I reckon we forced
This
as
is
much of that
amazing.
into there as possible.
Yeah.
A few of our onions, sticky, sweet, still a slight crunch there as well.
And if Mr. Weebl wants more of these beef recipes, we've got loads more.
Absolutely, this is just a sirloin. Let's use up
Yep.
the rest of the cow, there's loads more to choose from. But for now, there is our steak sandwich with homemade mayonnaise sorted.
Right, we'll dive in.
Right, let's get stuck in.
Bit of steak, bit of mayo.
That mayo's amazing. Well done, John.
Really
Good
Yeah,
effort from John.
mate.
Biggest mouth. Oh, he's going for the big one. I cut him a nice bit off and he takes the big one.
Nicely done.
You're an animal.
Now, if you like the look of this one, make sure you share it with all your friends and everyone you know on Facebook and our website.
Absolutely, and don't forget to check out Mr. Weebl's other videos. But for now, hopefully that steak sandwich gets them sorted, and we'll see you next time.
Time a bit now.